Hello, ladies, and welcome to the 31 Days of Women and Leadership. My name is Marienda Gates, and I'm so excited to be joining you today to discuss a very vital subject. I'm going to be talking about the importance of why your voice matters. Your voice matters. So are you ready? Are you excited to dive into this topic? So let's begin. Your voice matters. So let's just quickly define voice. It's a sound produced and uttered through the mouth. So let's just break down sound. When you think of the word sound, it's noticeable, it's alarming, it can be pleasant at times, sometimes it can be harsh, it can be unforgettable, emotional, intrigued. So based on all those words that define the word sound and what voice means, I have a few questions for you. If I were to ask you, have you been a woman that finds confidence when you speak, when you share ideas, when you reflect, or even when you communicate out loud? What would be your response? If you said no, why? Why no? Is it the fear of the unknown? Is it because you're afraid of the response you'll get from people when you speak up? Do you feel you're not qualified or you don't have enough experience to share some of the great ideas, maybe even in your workplace? Are you the only woman in your department and you feel intimidated by all the other men that you work with? Is it because you feel you don't have the look to stand out in front to lead? If you say yes to any of those questions and you're doubting yourself right now, I hope that what I share, the tips that I give you on today, would have you to look at yourself in a different light so that you are able to speak up for yourself because truly your voice matters. And in this time, you know you're supposed to be speaking. And here are some examples to let you know that it's your time. Maybe when certain topics arise and you become very excited and anxious to share, but there's something holding you back, you know it's your time to move forward and to break out. Is it a topic that's very relatable to you and you know for sure you should share? And what you share can encourage some others, but again, it's something holding you back. Or maybe you've been told by so many people that you will do a great job speaking in front of crowds because they see the goodness in you, but maybe you don't see it in yourself. Something's holding you back. But I just want to share this quote with you. It says, women need to shift from thinking, I'm not ready to do that, to thinking, I want to do that, and I'll learn by doing it. That's by Sheryl Sandberg. That quote is for somebody that's watching. You have great ideas. You go to meetings and they give you an opportunity to share. You have experience in certain things, but you're afraid to just raise your hand. You're afraid to go and to be used in the forefront. And you know for sure if you shared that you can change the lives, you can even change the company that you work for, but there's something that's holding you back. And when I say something that's holding you back, ladies, I'm specifically talking about fear. It could be fear of the unknown, and we must understand that fear can be such a monster in our lives. It can have us feeling as if we're in quicksand all the time. We try to take one step forward, but that fear makes us take one step back. And we know we're destined. We know we're called to greatness. And you got the position at the job, so obviously the employers see something in you. That's why they hired you. But once you get the job and that opportunity arises for you to speak and to go forth, you're afraid. It's the fear. It's the fear. But I hope that what I'm sharing with you on today, it will encourage you, it will inspire you to look at yourself in a different light and to move forward, because we need you. Yes, we need you. And your voice matters. Your opinion matters. The things you say, it matters. When you speak, there's a sound. When you speak, people are ready to listen only if you believe that in yourself. Ladies, your voice matters. And also, fear, when it is time for you to speak, you possibly feel as if there's a muzzle over your mouth. Every time you try to speak loud or to speak, it won't come out. There's something holding you back within. But as of today, I hope that even the books that I'm going to share as references will help you to move forward to be the best woman that you could be in this time. The best woman that you can be. It should start today, ladies. It should start today. Also, I just want to share with you that I've even been in a place where fear came over me when it was time for me to speak. I birthed out a ministry and I had no prior experience speaking in front of crowds. I had no prior experience of how to like what's the word? Put all of my notes, put my outline together. I had no experience of what to do. I never conducted or hosted any type of event. But I knew deep down inside, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Ladies, if there's a passion of yours and you know there's purpose behind it, you have to move in it. Today's your day. Don't walk in fear any longer. Because a lot of us ladies, we have children and our children are watching our every move. And we don't want our kids to see us being afraid to do things that we're destined to do. We can do it. You can do it. The ideas, the blueprint, the vision, it was given to you so that you can make it manifest. It's okay to have doubt. It's okay to have fear. But the key thing is, ladies, you can't stay in that thing. You have to have the heart to want to move forward. So go back, ladies, right now. Think back of a time where you knew you were called to do this. You knew you were supposed to open up that business. You know you're an entrepreneur. You know you're supposed to get that promotion on your job, but you're so afraid to even talk to your boss about the ideas, the creativity you have. Your uniqueness should be shared at your jobs, ladies. You're unique. We have so much creativity within. We are authentic women. We don't need to be a copycat to be like somebody else. You are authentic in your workplace. It's time for you to do that business. You are an entrepreneur. You have everything laid out. You have the vision, everything written down, your mission statement, the purpose of what your company should be. But you have to live it. We have to walk it out. And ladies, I'm telling you, the time is now. Don't let fear hold you back. Your voice matters. Your voice matters in your company. Even if you go to your kid's school and you're on the parent teacher conference or you're on the parenting committee, whatever it is, your voice matters. Share your ideas. Whether the people may like it or not, you're not going to please everybody, but share your ideas. Share them. Share them. And you never know the outcome you'll get when you're sharing something some people never thought of saying or thought of, but it came from you, right? It came from you. And I just want to share some ways or tips that you can maybe overcome fear. Start by watching or maybe listening to other people share how they overcame the fear of speaking out. There's a lot of different videos that you can maybe search on YouTube. You maybe can even listen to some podcasts or even refer to some books. That's one way I know for sure that it maybe hopefully change your mindset to get you encouraged to get ready to move forward. Also, be confident in sharing your opinion at your kid's school again. That's a great opportunity. I know the crowd is probably not that big and it's an intimate setting. So where that this can be an opportunity where you're not afraid to share your ideas. It's a smaller group. If you have that fear of maybe speaking in front of crowds, that'd be a great opportunity for you to share at a smaller, more intimate setting. Speaking out at one of your meetings at one of your kids' school. Another thing is jot down your ideas and share them with maybe your spouse, a family member, or even a friend to become more comfortable. Have them sit down or maybe even practice a presentation in front of them, and also get ready to get some feedback, some things they say that you might need to work on. And ladies, I just want to share, we have to be open for constructive criticism. It's okay. When people share things with you, don't get all upset or, take it as if they don't love you. They don't want you to be great. It's just what they see and they feel you can work on to make you better. So be open-minded when you are ready to share your ideas and maybe practice speaking in front of family and friends. Okay, so always be open-minded. So after all that, after you feel you got enough practice, you have to be willing and open to share these things with people. Hopefully, you become comfortable in your own skin. After all the practice, after you really just sit and take deep breaths, after you watch the videos, you listen to the podcast, you should be ready to go forward. So, once you're comfortable in your own skin, ladies, confidence will show. But always remember to stay humble. Okay? Your confidence will begin to build. You see yourself in a different light, and the opportunities may come to arise where now you're able to speak. Open doors will start happening for you. But in all of that, ladies, remember to stay humble. Stay humble in the process. Once that confidence comes, you will no longer be worried about what others think or say. Because again, like I said before, you can't please everybody. As long as you have purpose in it, as long as there's a mission you're trying to fulfill and you're passionate about whatever it is, go forth. Go forth. Also, understand you are in the position you are in for a reason, and that you're called to do it. Once that confidence comes, in your mind, hey, this is for me. I know I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm not afraid to speak up for myself in the workplace. Maybe if it's just only you, the only woman with 10 men in the room. Be confident in who you are. Know that you're there for a reason. Know that you're there for a purpose, and you're ready to share your voice. You're ready now to speak up. Also, I already talked about be authentic. Stay true to who you are. There's no need for you to be a copycat or mimic somebody else. What you're called to do, you're called to do that specific thing. And also, to be honest, when you stay authentic and true to yourself, you stand out anyway because you're unique, your opinion matters, and your opinion counts. When you are authentic, there's no one like you. You just stand out alone because you're not trying to be like anybody else. You sit down and you use your own creative juices when it comes to brainstorm for different projects on your job or different ideas for your own business. Because you're staying true to yourself, you stay authentic and you automatically stand out. And once you start transforming into being a woman of confidence, being ready to share your ideas, you're no longer afraid to speak. There's no longer a muzzle on your mouth. You no longer feel you're in quicksand. This is when you become a true leader. There's nothing no longer holding you back. There's no more fear. You no longer feel you're in a small box and you cramped up. There's no way for you to escape. You're free now, right? You're free now. You're ready to soar. So you're ready to become a leader. So let's define leader. A leader is a person who leads. A leader is a person who leads. So what is a leader? What are the attributes? What are the characteristics of a leader? A leader is someone who's confident, has great character, responsible, hardworking, integral, independent, trustworthy, a team player, open-minded, a listener, has great morals, respectable, and flexible, just to name a few. And ladies, if you're on here and you say you are a leader, hopefully you have those attributes and so many more. And if you know we're not perfect, and if you know there's some areas where you need to work on, it's okay. Work on those areas. But once you let all the fear go, let all the shame go, let all the low self-esteem go, ladies, and you walk in your confidence, you are destined to be a great leader in any and every area of your life. Because now you understand that your voice matters. You now understand that you have purpose. You now understand that you can be effective in your workplace, in your child's school, in your business, anything you desire to do, you can be effective because you now believe in yourself. You're proud. You have the courage. You're a bold woman now. And at that next meeting, you won't be afraid to raise your hand to speak. You won't be afraid. You'll be the first one to share ideas. You'll be the first one going forward. And if you feel you already have the attributes of being a leader, continue to be great. Continue to grab other women that might not have the confidence to move into leadership. Grab them and put them under your wing and help them, help groom them, help teach them to be a great leader. If you feel you already have the attributes and you're on your way, you're doing a great job, don't forget those that may need the help. Grab those other women, ladies, and pull them with you. Be their mentor, be their coach, be their teacher, be their instructor to help them be great also in those areas of their lives. And there's a louder sound when we come together and we roar together. We come together, ladies, we roar. There's a loud sound that we create when we uplift each other, when we encourage one another, when we inspire one another to be great as well. That sound is so amazing and loud. It's so impactful when we come together and we roar together. And my t-shirt says, I roar intentionally. Everything that we do, ladies, it should be intentional. There should be purpose behind it, right? Right. So I hope that this is really encouraging those that has been struggling in the area of understanding that your voice matters. And collectively, as a group, as a movement, just like every woman that's coming to be a part of this, when we come together, oh man, the sound is amazing. We'll reach so many more people. We come together and do this collectively. And there's a few more quotes that I wanted to share. It says, if you want to improve the organization, you have to improve yourself, and the organization gets pulled up with you. That's by Indra Nooyi. I'm going to read that one more time. If you want to improve the organization, you have to improve yourself, and the organization gets pulled up with you. I like that. I like that a lot. That's really, really, really good. And I have another quote. It says, in your actions, Inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and become more. You are a leader. And I also want to share with you, ladies, you might not see the leadership role in you right now. It doesn't mean that you're not a leader. As a kid, we all had inspirations and dreams. Our teachers would ask us, what do you want to be when you grow up? We would say a doctor, a police officer, a nurse, um, a singer, a rapper, an artist, whatever the case may be. We knew then that was something that we desired to do because of what we seen. Okay? Again, you might not feel that you're a leader. Some of us, you feel you don't even have the qualifications to be a leader. But if it's something you desire, all you have to do is work on it, and it will come. It will come. It will come. So don't beat yourself up about the things you've done, wrong in your past. We're speaking about the now. Let all the past things you did wrong, us as women, we beat ourselves up when we fail because we wear so many hats. We're moms, we're wives, we're sisters, we're nieces, we're associates, business owners. We wear so many hats. And at times, we don't even have the time to really reflect on the things that we desire to do in life because we're trying to juggle this and juggle that and make everybody else happy but ourselves. But as of today, I need for you, ladies, if you know that's you that's listening, I need for you to set time aside for yourself, to display to yourself self-love, self-care, whatever that looks like for you. I need you to start to do that so that you can be effective. Okay? How can we pour out to so many others if we can't even pour into ourselves? When we love on ourselves, we can display that to others and be more effective. So don't forget, self-love and self-care is very vital to be effective, to be successful in any and every endeavor we come across, we desire to do. We have to be whole, mind, body, and soul. So we need to get ourselves together, ladies. I know it's hard. Even during this time of the pandemic, things have changed drastically for us. A lot of us are working from home. Our lives have changed. The structure we used to have is not there anymore. So just set aside time for you. Love on yourself so that you can be effective, so that you can pour out to others, right? And just because you don't see that leader in you right now does not mean that it's not in you deep down inside. You just have to just pull the layers off so that that woman that you desire to be can come forth. Just continue to believe in yourself. And one thing I also want to share with us being leaders, in our workplaces, or you're an entrepreneur, or you desire to maybe be an entrepreneur in the near future, whatever it is you desire to do, make sure you have someone that you can trust to speak with. Make sure you have a mentor, you have a coach, you have an accountability partner, someone that you can trust and confide in about the things you desire to do. Someone to tell you, like, hey, last week you told me you would have this and this and this done, but you haven't told me if you completed those things or not. Have someone to keep you on task, because being a leader, desiring to be a leader, is not easy. There's so many people that's looking up to you, and you want to make sure you're effective and you're giving that person your all. Okay, so I just hope that this has really helped someone, and I wanted to share with you a few links to some books that I feel that will help somebody on here that's desiring to be more confident when it's time to maybe speaking. If you're ready to, you feel you're led to maybe speak more. You want to take some more speaking engagements, or again, you may be given an opportunity to share a presentation at work, and you just want to feel more confident. The nerves will come. It's natural. But I just want to share with you some books. The links may be in the chat. One lady that I really like is, and you may know her already, her name is Lisa Nichols. She's a great motivational speaker. She has her own business. I mean, she's excelling. She's a great woman, to listen to as far as confidence. She shares her background, her testimony of what she overcame to be the woman she is today. She does a lot of speaking engagements, conferences, events all over the world. So check her out. Lisa Nichols, she has several books, or even just maybe find her on YouTube. Another person that I wanted to share that I feel would be great for you to maybe read or do some research on is Chris Anderson. He does a lot of TED Talks. So he has a book called TED Talks by Chris Anderson, and he just goes over the guide to creating talks that are unforgettable. Because remember how I said in the beginning, when you hear a sound, depending on what's being portrayed and what's being said, it can be unforgettable. And I know for sure you want to be a woman that when you speak, when you share your ideas, you share your opinions about something, and you're passionate about it, you don't want those people to forget what you said. So I think that'd be something great, ladies, that you might want to look into. Also, there's another author. Her name is Lydia Finette. She has a book called The Most Powerful Woman in the Room is You. The most powerful woman in the room is you. And if there's someone on here and you don't really feel that well about yourself, maybe this can be a words of affirmation. Maybe this can be something, a declaration that you say to yourself each and every morning. Have it somewhere where you can see it on a daily basis and speak that to yourself. The most powerful woman in the room is me. So if you're listening right now, say that with me. Say that with me. I'm not going to be able to hear you, but say it loud and say it proud. The most powerful woman in the room is me. The most powerful woman in the room is me. And if there's some men that's watching, the most powerful man in the room is you. Right? Speak that into your life so that you feel it and you believe it, and it will happen for you, right? It will happen for you. So those are the 3 books. If there's any women on here that has any questions for me, please, this is the opportunity for you to maybe share those things. And again, this is not the time for you to be silent. Remember, we just talked about confidence and not being afraid to speak up. So if there's any questions that you have for me now, this is the time to share those questions. And let me just quickly see if I can see the chat. Okay. I think there's some questions coming on. Let me look again really quick. I think one of the questions was, what do you do when you're in a place where a company doesn't value flexibility? Now, that's a really good question. I've actually encountered that at a place I worked at. So what I did was I personally reached out to my supervisor and I just shared how I felt, because he always said he had an open door policy, and he said we're a team. If you feel any type of way about a certain situation, we need to talk it out. So I just met with my supervisor and we had a meeting about something. And then after he really understood and what I shared, he took it to his manager and it actually got approved to be used as part of my program when I facilitated doing workshops for job readiness people, helping with job readiness skills. So I presented a project and it got approved once I was confident enough and I had some, what should I say? I had some good reviews about it. I shared how it has helped people in the past. So I just did my research just to present some numbers and some evidence of why this would be effective in that specific area at my job, and it got approved. So I've just said to that lady, hopefully you have a good relationship with your supervisor or manager, and hopefully they have an open door policy where they're open enough to just hear you out. And then hopefully if you do present something, just have evidence to prove or to support why you feel it would be effective, and hopefully you get the answer you desire. I hope that helped. See if there's anything else here. Any other questions? I want for a person. Okay, I think another question was, how do you reach out or how do you help somebody in mentoring if they're not familiar with the industry? I would just say again, do your own specific research. I love YouTube, and I just search different people like on Instagram to see how they've been doing mentoring, and go to their website to see the flow of how they do things. And if you're trying to, if this is something you're new to, just do a lot of research. Compare this person to this person. Google some names of people that's been mentoring for a while. Jot down some things that you feel work for them, and compare the ideas you have, and just come up with your own plan. Hopefully, you can find somebody that's been mentoring for a while, and maybe you can be under their wing so that they can help you grow in the field of mentoring as well. I think hopefully I'm answering that question correctly. Just do your research as much as you can, get some books maybe about mentoring, and just follow your heart. Follow what the purpose of what your mentorship program, what you want it to look like, and then just go from there. And hopefully you can find you someone that can help you grow your mentorship program if that's something that you desire to do. I hope I answered that question correctly. I don't think, let me see if there's any more questions. Let's see. I think I think that is, I don't think there's any more questions at this time. So I'm just, thank you again for the opportunity. Those that reached out to me for me to be a part of this. I'm so excited that I was given this opportunity. And I really hope that what I shared today will help women to be their best selves, to understand that your voice matters, and make sure that you understand that you roar intentionally, not being silent and not even being loud, but just making sure your pleasant voice, always being professional and ladylike, is being heard in any area of your life where you have maybe expertise, you have experience. And even if you don't, if you just desire to help, you can help because you have creativity, you have uniqueness. Don't be afraid to speak up, because again, we need you, the world needs you. You're here for a purpose, so don't be afraid to roar intentionally, and understand, ladies, that your voice matters. Thank you so much, and you ladies enjoy the rest of your day.